Game Day Show live, your ticket to accelerating IT transformation through backup. I am Paul Garangelli.
And I am Michael Wilke.
And we continue to be surrounded by the surreal, the sublime that only Vegas can offer, right? All the bells and whistles. We got Coach Mike Ditko over here. We got robots over there. Superheroes are running around the place going crazy. Bruno Mars, what, later on tonight?
Later on tonight.
You know what I really like that, I don't know if you've done this yet?
Nope.
Have you guys hit the beanbags yet? Has anybody done the, oh my God, there are people full on unconscious in the beanbags. They are so awesome. But you know, I mean, Michael, what's great about all the bells and the whistles, there's also some serious stuff going on here as well at EMC Live.
Well, you guys would know for sure, right? It's like day 2 of, over 500 technical sessions, over 30 hands-on labs. I mean, there's some serious IT conversations going on at the show. And
in multiple languages, too.
In multiple languages, yeah.
Absolutely.
I heard 2 guys just in the hallway over there.
Yeah. So we have our studio audience here, and we are broadcasting live. You guys can see all the cameras and our studio crews over there.
Yep.
But we're also not just broadcasting here. We're kind of going deep, baby.
Yeah, we are. We're actually going to be streaming this live to the EMC Community Network. So all of your colleagues who haven't been able to make it to this show will be able to see you on once we post those later on for re-recording. So it's pretty exciting. I mean, we've got, this week we've been talking to customers and partners. We've got a great customer coming up here in a second that we're going to introduce you to. Analysts, product experts. It's been an awesome week so far.
Now, those of you who are new to Backup Game Day, the idea is that backup is not seen just as a defensive tactic, but really can be an offensive strategy that can be, whoa, total game changer for our company.
We're a total game changer. So we fundamentally believe that backup and archive are the 2 kind of foundational pillars that you really need to have in place with your business. Otherwise, it's going to be really difficult to transform and go forward. In fact, if you don't have the right pieces there, it can actually slow you down.
Well, we are sports-minded around here, right, Michael?
We are.
What do you say we post up our first guest for today?
Yep.
Bring him on up, Leslie, our first guest. Nice round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael, do the honors if you will.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Hendrix with Federal Express.
David, thank you for coming. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, the burning question, really seriously on everybody's mind is, are you getting Wi-Fi, bro? Is it working for you? Because I'm getting sending fail.
Yeah, I actually am getting Wi-Fi.
Oh, man, I got to talk to you after this show. So what we're going to do here is have a nice conversation, but I'm also going to invite you guys to be a part of it as well. We want the studio audience to participate. If you ask a question, you'll get a free, what do we have? We have a duffel bag, right?
Free duffel bag.
And then we're also doing a drawing right there. You see the ping pongs for the grand prize, which are the headphones that Leslie was talking about earlier. So I'm going to come on out there. You guys ready?
Prizes galore.
You got your game faces on?
Yeah.
Game faces on? Your game face is on. I can see it. All right. So we're gonna conduct our interview. And what do you say, Leslie? Is it all right with you if we do this? Give me the okay, Michael. Maybe we should do a polling question.
Yeah, let's kick it off with a polling
question.
All
right. We're going to be rolling with the polling. So here we go. Let's bring up our first polling question. And you guys have your little devices, right? You got the rundown on how to operate it. Basically, just hit the corresponding number that you agree with. Our first question is, why are you watching this show? 1, I'm interested in backup and archive. 2, are you kidding, dude? I'm here for the free t-shirt, man. Come on. 3, I was tired of walking in these chairs, looked really comfortable. And 4, I'm lost. Amen. All right, the clock begins now. So you got 10 seconds to input the information. And keep in mind that if you do ask a question of our expert, David, up there, you will get a free duffel bag. And we're also going to have a drawing for the grand prize. Okay, we have the answer right here. Why are you watching this show? The overwhelming winner, Michael and David, 64%. I'm interested in backup and archive. Are they messing with us or what?
No, it just tells us what I've been saying all along, backup and archive matter.
Yes.
I love our audience.
Excellent job. It was followed very closely by
the free
t-shirts.
And I'm sure the t-shirt has something to do with it, so my feelings aren't hurt.
Let's do one more, sort of more of a business-oriented
maybe a serious
question.
one.
Yeah, so here we go. Let's fire that up on the big board. How does your company view backup? 1, it's a cost center, nothing more. 2, tactical necessity, protect against what-if scenarios. 3, hello, it's a game changer, a strategic investment in company's future. And 4, it's evolving. I don't know, somewhere in between 1 and 10. All right, the clock begins now. You've got your devices. Hit the corresponding number that you think. And we're going to get an answer here, and that'll kick off our interview. And now remember, guys, you're going to be on the clock, all right? As soon as we get the answer here, the clock's going to start counting down. We have 5 minutes to get this bad boy in. So we'll make it work. We always do.
It's not a sprint,
how does your company view backup? Well, it looks like the #1 winner is answer 2. It's a tactical necessity to protect against what-if scenarios. 42%?
So it sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And I think we'll learn a little bit more about how much of a necessity that is.
Right.
When we start talking to David here.
Take it away.
Okay, so usually, so what does FedEx do? No.
I can go into what we do.
I always have to ask that question about many of our customers, but we don't need to ask that question here today. But I would like to know quickly, kind of what's your role in FedEx, if you would?
So I'm a technical principal, and I work on reference architectures, mainly in the storage environment. That would include backup as well as everything else on the storage side. So that's one of my primary focus areas as well as backup.
Okay.
If you want to know a little bit about our company, we operate in 220 countries and territories, and we have data centers, 5 major data centers in the United States. We have data centers in APAC and EMEA as well. So we have a lot of data out there. We have a lot of regional offices. We have development sites. We have data everywhere that needs to be protected.
So talk about a company that needs to be agile. I mean, FedEx has got to be like right up there. And obviously we talk to customers that are kind of small, and then we talk to large enterprises, and you guys are definitely on this side. So, one of the things I'd like to know as the first question is what was the first problem that, that caused David Hendrix to say, enough's enough, we got to start doing things a little differently and start that ball moving.
Right, and there were a lot of things that were happening in the company at the time, and it was probably a journey that we started back in 2008, where we really needed to fit a great big square peg in a very small round hole. We had to move a data center. We had to reduce our footprint from a white space perspective by about at least a half to a third.
Okay.
So we had to do things differently. We had to virtualize, and we had to do things differently on the compute side as well as the storage side. In the backup realm, we addressed that in a number of ways. We were a large shop, and we had a lot of tape on the floor.
Okay.
And as anybody knows, if you have tape silos, you're taking a lot of white space. We did a lot of calculations. We saw the power and cooling.
When I ask you, I'm going to have you stand up.
Numbers for that, we decided it just wasn't worth it to continue to use tape. So we wanted to go tapeless when we made this move and did our rehosting and consolidation. So that was the first part. The other part is we wanted to get more aggressive about how we handled our RTO and RPOs.
Right.
So one of our largest footprints on the floor today are Oracle rack clusters. And so back in 2008, our goal was to basically triple the size of how we could build our rack clusters. And that was totally dependent on our RTO because we have multiple tier apps that run on those rack clusters. So we wanted to make sure that we could actually meet those RTO requirements and increase those sizes of the rack database. And we were successful. Basically, we quadrupled our size of our rack clusters.
We have a question out here.
Question?
Michael, from the studio audience, sir, stand up. This is Wesley, and your question for David.
So, as a regular normal delivery, some FedEx deliver a package, how long do you have to back it up? To see if it forever, or does it actually eventually retire? I mean, the record's growth is going to be huge, right?
Yeah. So it depends. It depends on what type of data that we're storing. But I mean, digital signatures will stay around for a very, very long time, like 7 years. There's other data that we classify that we keep around for a very long time. But typically, we're anywhere from 7 years to 10 years on our data retention for some of the information that we keep. Operationally, we don't keep.
What's your first name?
We keep that much around.
Dale? Michael, I have another question. This one is from Dale. Dale, let me have you stand up here just real quick. What is your question for David?
So I send daily reports to our executives on backup statistics. So are you doing the same? And if yes, what are you using to send those statistics to them?
Right. So from a statistical standpoint, the reports that we generate is typically handled by the capacity planning teams that we deal with. They have various tools that they use for that. Things like DPA, ECC, et cetera, the normal suite of tools that you might. It's not.
I think we have time for one more quick question. Can we throw it in here, sir? What is your name? And go ahead and stand up for me so we can tell us your name and what is your question for David?
I'm Shobit from Accenture. When you architect your
Did we turn off there?
A little bit closer.
I'm Shobit from Accenture.
We've lost our sound. You know what? There you go. You're good.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm Shobit from Accenture. The question is, when you design your production systems, at that time itself, did you design the entire backup system, or it was more like a gradual design?
No, it was a holistic design. So from a reference architecture standpoint, what we did is we looked at what kind of compute and storage do we need to put on the floor, what's the supporting infrastructure that will do that, and how do we need to set up our fiber channel and IP networks to support that. So it was basically a holistic plan. So we did that on the beginning, and then at that point, it just becomes a capacity planning exercise after that. What do I need to do to grow? What's my base business growth doing? How do I need to account for that?
All right, Michael, I'm getting word that you can hear the timer, everybody. We're out of time for this segment. We do have another segment coming up, so we're going to get to that in just a moment. We'll take a break, and then we'll be back. We're live at EMC World 2013, Backup Game Day Show on the road. I'm Paul Guringelli. We're back right after this word.
When you don't transform your backup, you can't protect your mission-critical virtual environment. When you can't protect your mission-critical virtual environment, your VMware admin laughs at you. When your VMware admin laughs at you, you get depressed and let yourself go. When you let yourself go, your family schedules an intervention. When your family schedules an intervention, you end up in an institution with a large, angry roommate. When you have a large, angry roommate, he eats your candy bar. Don't let your large, angry roommate eat your candy bar. Transform your backup with EMC.
We are back in Vegas live at EMC World 2013 Backup Game Day Show. We're on the road. I'm Paul Guringelli with Michael and David. We're just about out of time, Michael, and I just want to remind everyone we are going to have the drawing for the headphones, which Leslie has right over there. But we'll toss it to you for a little final back and forth.
Yeah, a couple questions. So what we do know is that you're using, your solution to getting rid of, or at least working towards getting rid of, I don't know if you've totally eliminated tape.
Almost.
So that's good to hear. It was data domain, and so that's really been helping you. So one of the other questions that we wanted to ask is, obviously this is a journey, so kind of what's on the horizon? What's your next thing that you're going to go solve and make life better at FedEx?
So I'll go in two areas real quick. The first one is obviously we want to continue the momentum we have with our rack clusters and our VMware space as well. We're at 20,000 VMs. It's not stopping.
Wow.
Our curve is going like this.
Right.
We really have to take care of that. We have to. Our next pieces are also to now triple the size of our rack clusters. So we quadrupled before. Now we're going to triple them again. So our standard tier 1 databases will be somewhere in the 12 terabyte size. Wow. That will have a matchable RTO that we can use with data domain. On the other side of things, what we really need to do is get a better grab on our archives. We have a lot of archives sitting in Centera today. We have a lot of things that we keep, digital signatures, error bills, etc. So what we need to do is we need to be more aggressive in getting that into a more easier to use object store, and also something that can take that data and present it back to our customers, because that's a requirement that we have today. Yep.
Yeah. So
excellent
backup,
discussion.
Archive, all in one, service oriented.
And I think, Michael, before we toss it to you for the final, because I'm getting the word that we're completely flat out of time. I mean, backup and archive matter, and it can and will impact both the pace of IT transformation and also really seriously helping IT drive business value. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And don't take our word for it. This is why we bring guests like David up to show you exactly what our customers are doing to accelerate their business. And by the way, I'm sure he'll be happy to stick around for a couple of minutes if any of you have a question. But other than that, hey, thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely. We're ready for the big drawing. Are you guys ready? See who's going to win the headphones? Yes, they're all nodding yes in approval. We like that. So David will give you the honors, looking away like a seasoned professional. I like that. And the number is?
You can shout it out.
15.
Number 15, you are the winner. There he is right there. Congratulations. And thank you, everybody, for stopping by. It's Backup Game Day Show live. We're in Vegas, EMC World 2013. Like Michael said, all the experts are here to answer any kind of questions you have. We'll be back again at the top of the hour. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you later.